Imagine a world where the person you trust most, your partner, your soulmate, might be hiding a secret that could unravel everything. Not just your marriage, but the fate of nations. That's the pulse-pounding premise of Black Bag, the 2025 spy thriller from Steven Soderbergh that'll leave you questioning loyalty, love, and lies. In just 93 minutes, this slick, dialogue-driven caper delivers a masterclass in tension, and we're diving into every twist and turn today. Stick around because there's a moment in this film that'll have you rethinking what trust really means. Hey everyone, welcome back, where we break down the movies you can't stop thinking about. Today we're tackling Black Bag, a film that's less about car chases and explosions and more about the kind of espionage that happens over a dinner table where every word is a weapon. Directed by Steven Soderbergh and written by David Koop, this star-studded thriller features Kate Blanchett and Michael Fassbender as a married couple caught in a web of suspicion. We'll explore what makes this movie tick, what we loved, what missed the mark, and a golden moment that defines it all. Plus, later on, I've got a takeaway that might just change how you watch spy flicks forever. So, hit that subscribe button. Grab a snack, maybe not chana masala, you'll see why, and let's get started. Black Bag drops us into the sleek, shadowy world of British intelligence, where George Woodhouse, played by Michael Fassbender, is a top-tier operative with a knack for spotting lies. He's cool, calculated, and rocks a pair of chic glasses that scream, "I'm smarter than you." His wife, Catherine, played by Kate Blanchett, is his equal in every way, sharp, glamorous, and a master of the spy game. Together, they're the ultimate power couple, living in a swanky London townhouse. That's probably worth more than my entire life savings. But here's where things get juicy. A top-secret software program called Severus, think cyber weapon that could destabilize nuclear reactors, has been leaked, and someone in their agency is the traitor. The kicker? George's boss, Meacham, hands him a list of 5 suspects and Catherine's name is on it. Yeah, his wife. George has 1 week to figure out who's guilty, and suddenly, every glance, every word between them feels like a chess move. The stakes couldn't be higher. Loyalty to his country versus loyalty to his marriage. Soderbergh sets the stage with a brilliant move. George invites the other 4 suspects, all fellow spies, to a dinner party at their house. There's Zoe Vaughn, the agency psychiatrist played by Naomi Harris, who's all calm professionalism, but maybe hiding something. Freddie Smalls, played by Tom Burke, is a boozy, wisecracking agent who's got a chip on his shoulder. Clarissa Dubose, played by Marisa Abela, is the young tech whiz who's still finding her footing. And then there's James Stokes, played by Regé-Jean Page, a smooth operator with secrets of his own. Oh, and keep an eye out for Pierce Brosnan, as Arthur Stieglitz, the big boss who's got a vibe that's equal parts commanding and creepy. Now, this dinner scene is where Black Bag shines. It's like a verbal cage match. Everyone's probing, deflecting, and dropping just enough truth to keep you guessing. George even spikes the chana masala with a narcotic truth serum. Sneaky, right? And things get wild. Revelations spill out. Affairs, grudges, and hints of betrayal. Someone's hand gets stabbed with a steak knife. Yep, it's that kind of party. The dialogue, written by Koop, is razor sharp, like a screwball comedy crossed with a John le Carré novel. Fassbender and Blanchett are electric. Their chemistry so palpable you almost forget they're playing spies who might not trust each other. Let's talk about what works. First, the cast is phenomenal. Fassbender plays George with this quiet intensity, like a shark circling its prey, while Blanchett's Catherine is all sultry confidence, stealing every scene she's in. The supporting players, especially Marisa Abela as Clarissa, hold their own, adding layers to what could have been stock characters. Soderbergh's direction is another win. He keeps things tight at 93 minutes with no wasted shots. The cinematography, handled by Soderbergh himself under a pseudonym, is gorgeous, all soft focus lenses and moody lighting that make even a London office feel like a battleground. The score by David Holmes has this jazzy, percussive vibe that amps up the tension without overpowering it. The film's focus on dialogue over action is refreshing. Instead of fistfights, you get mind games. Think Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, but with more sex appeal. It's a throwback to classic spy thrillers, but it feels modern with touches like drone surveillance and AI eavesdropping. And the way it weaves marriage into espionage, genius. Every conversation between George and Catherine feels like it's about both their relationship and national security. It's a masterclass in subtext. About halfway through, we hit what I'm calling the false hope moment. George starts to believe he's cracked the case. He finds a movie ticket in the trash. Catherine's been somewhere she didn't mention. His suspicion peaks, and you're right there with him thinking, is she really the traitor? He confronts her, and for a moment, it looks like their marriage might implode. The tension is unbearable. Catherine's cool deflection. George's barely contained doubt. You're convinced she's hiding something massive, and the film leans into it hard. But then a twist. George learns the ticket was part of a setup, a red herring planted to throw him off. It's not Catherine, at least, not yet. This moment is so well crafted because it plays with your expectations, making you question everyone, even the guy we're supposed to root for. Now, nothing's perfect, and Black Bag has its flaws. The plot can get convoluted. There are so many double crosses and misdirections that you might need a notepad to keep up. Some viewers might find the lack of action a letdown. If you're expecting Mission Impossible-style stunts, you'll be disappointed. The supporting characters, while well-acted, don't always get enough screen time to fully develop. Zoe and Freddie feel a bit shortchanged. And the pacing, while brisk, sometimes sacrifices emotional depth for cleverness. You're so busy untangling the plot that you might not feel as much as you'd like. There's also a moment with Pierce Brosnan's character that feels out of place. Let's just say it involves a live fish and a questionable dining choice. It's meant to be shocking, but it lands more as weird than impactful. And while the film's 96% Rotten Tomatoes score suggests universal love, some critics noted it feels emotionally remote at times, which I get. It's so polished that it can feel a tad cold. Let's talk about the pinnacle, the golden moment that defines Black Bag. It's the second dinner party, and trust me, this one's a doozy. George and Catherine invite the suspects back, but this time, there's no food. Instead, Catherine slaps a gun on the table and George announces they're playing a game. The room freezes. He starts unraveling secrets like a magician pulling scarves from a hat. Freddie and Zoe had an affair. Zoe learned about Severus from James but tried to stop its leak because of her faith. And here's the bombshell. There were two plots. One by Stieglitz and James to leak Severus for chaos, and another by Zoe and Freddie to use Catherine to stop it. James, cornered, grabs the gun, confesses to killing Meekum, and fires at George twice. Your heart stops. But wait, the gun's loaded, with blanks. Catherine, cool as ice, pulls a real gun from her bag and shoots James dead. Then she turns to the others and delivers the line of the movie, "Don't ever fuck with my marriage again." It's a mic drop moment. Blanchett's fury, Fassbender's smug satisfaction, and the sheer audacity of the setup make it unforgettable. This is the hero's success, not just in catching the traitor, but in proving their bond is unbreakable. It's thrilling, shocking, and weirdly romantic. So, what's the core takeaway from Black Bag? Trust isn't about knowing everything. It's about choosing to believe in someone, even when the world tells you not to. George and Catherine's marriage thrives not because they're honest about every mission, but because they've built a foundation stronger than secrets. In a genre full of betrayal, that's a refreshing spin. Overall, Black Bag is a slick, cerebral ride that proves spy thrillers don't need explosions to blow your mind. It's not flawless, but with performances this good and a story this twisty, it's a must-watch. What did you think? Did you guess the traitor? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more recaps like this, smash that like button and subscribe. We've got plenty more coming your way. Until next time, keep your secrets close and your dinner guests closer.